When people think about moving to Portugal, they stress about where to live, and they usually look at three places: Porto, Lisbon, and the Algarve, which is, I understand, I did the same thing, but that eliminates a large part of the country. There's other places to live. Today, I'm in Monsanto, which is often called the most Portuguese village in Portugal. You might recognize it actually because it was used to film the scenes in House of the Dragons. But I'm here to ask a question. Could you live here? Could you leave the big cities and the big tourist areas behind and move into the country, more quiet, more rural? I'm going to give you the lowdown on the costs, the distances, the trade-offs, the pros and cons. So by the end of this video, you might want to widen your perspective a little bit and look elsewhere besides the big cities. But let's take a look at Monsanto first.
There are many wonderful places to live in Portugal besides the obvious popular choices, and Monsanto may be one of them. It's a small, inland village of around 800 residents on Portugal's eastern border with Spain. You can see why it was selected as a backdrop for House of the Dragon. It feels ancient, medieval. You can almost picture heavily armed knights and men-at-arms patrolling the cobblestone streets and guarding the many stone chapels that are virtually unchanged from centuries ago. The view from the top near the castle looks out toward the Spanish border. On a clear day, that horizon goes on forever. This is a Portugal that most tourists and a lot of expats never see.
A lot of these homes date back as far as the 11th and 12th century, and they're built out of granite, right into the granite stones. Hey, here's one for sale. You think you could live here?
That rock isn't decorative, it is the wall. The boulder is load-bearing, even in our hotel room. People have been living inside these structures for centuries, and nothing has been dramatically restored or prettied up for tourists. This is just how it is. The scale surprises you. It may be a small village, but standing inside it with boulders 4 stories tall on either side of a 4-foot wide alley, it has real presence. But if Monsanto is a bit too rustic for your taste, you may want to look at basing yourself in nearby Castelo Branco and just visiting Monsanto.
So this is Castelo Branco, a medium-sized city of about 50,000 people, only an hour away from Monsanto. It's got everything you need, all the amenities, hospitals, schools, shopping centers, McDonald's. One thing it doesn't have is a beach. We're inland. So you're about 3 hours away by car or by train to Lisbon. So if you're a beach lover, it might not be the place. Otherwise, it's a great little urban area. It's Sunday today, so there's not a lot of people. So it's a quiet neighborhood, quiet place to live.
As its name implies, Castelo Branco also has a castle, like a lot of Portuguese communities. It has lush, historic gardens, urban green spaces. Monsanto has a few shops and restaurants, hotels, and Airbnbs, but if you live there, this is probably where you'd come for groceries, restaurants, and entertainment. So here's one of the major appeals of living in the interior of Portugal, the lower cost of living. Property prices in the Castelo Branco district are among the lowest in mainland Portugal. We're talking about 1,400 euros per square meter, compared to Lisbon's almost 7,000 per square meter. If you're renting, options in Monsanto village itself are slim. You'd probably be basing yourself in Castelo Branco. You'd be paying about 400 to 500 euros a month for a one-bedroom apartment that would cost you around 1,400 euros a month in Lisbon.
So back to the question. Could you live in Monsanto? Here's my call. It works if you're retired with a lot of flexibility, no daily commute, no school run, no office. If you're tired of the congestion, noise, and traffic of the cities, and you want some peace and quiet, an authentic Portugal experience, wide open space, low cost, and if you're comfortable with a 45-minute drive for groceries being a normal part of your life. It works if you're a remote worker, and location doesn't matter, and you really crave the slow, almost back-to-nature life, not as a romantic idea, but as an actual daily reality. And it can work as a second base if you've already established your Portuguese life somewhere else and you want to retreat somewhere for a complete change of pace, maybe on a weekend, buy something small in Monsanto and split your time. It also works if you're in the Federal Witness Protection Program and you need to lay low for a while. No one's going to find you there. It doesn't work for you if you have school-age kids. The infrastructure simply isn't there for a family with daily logistical needs. It doesn't work if you need specialized medical care on a regular basis. Castelo Branco has a hospital, but you need to factor in that drive for every appointment or for an emergency. And it doesn't work if you need the buzz of people, cafes, culture, events. Portugal has places that deliver all of that. Monsanto isn't one of them. Monsanto, it isn't a place to move to on a whim. It's not for everyone. It takes a special person to live in these ancient stone homes. What I will say is this: if you haven't considered the interior of Portugal as a potential place to move to, you're really missing something special, something real. Not just for the scenery. The cost of living is lower, the pace is definitely different, and places like Monsanto exist at a price point that's simply impossible to find on the coast. If you're seriously thinking about a move to Portugal and want to go deeper, I have a book linked in the pinned comment below. It covers the why Portugal question in detail, with honest numbers and real comparisons. And if this kind of content is useful to you, please hit the subscribe button. I put out new videos almost every week for people who are past the dream stage and into the planning stage of making the move to Portugal. So I'll see you in the next one. Até logo.